Nourishment isn't just about eating your fruits and vegetables or doing the right exercise. Nourishment is really about tuning in to the beating of your heart, connecting with the wisdom of nature, growing food in soil that is living, alive, full of microbes and earthworms and all the good things. Nourishment is deepening into who you are and where you are, what your soul is yearning for, what your physical body is hungry for, and what your emotional body is asking for, and listening to the stories that it's sharing with you. In issue 13 of Heart and Soul magazine, we dive into the idea of nourish to flourish. It's easy in today's world to just look for the quick fixes, look for the vitamin or the herb or the antibiotic that is going to fix us, it's going to make us all better. And nature shows us that the answers to nourishment are all around us. They're all around us in the ways that we can grow food that make nutrient-dense and nutrient-rich food, full of micronutrients, not just vitamins and proteins and amino acids, but actual high vibration food, the kind of food that you eat and you feel alive after you finish eating it. Nourishment is taking a look at our relationship with food, with nature, with our community, with how we show up, not only for ourselves, but for others and for this planet that we're living on. And I just want to invite you to reflect on what nourishment means to you and the role that it plays in the way that you live your life on a day-to-day basis, and the questions that you ask yourself and the thoughts that you think and how you approach your garden and your farming and your relationship with food and your relationship with yourself. And I'm curious, what in your life is yearning for nourishment, and how can you nourish to flourish your health emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and nourish to flourish in your garden and in your farm. How are you the conductor of the ecosystem that you are shepherding on your farm? What role are you playing, and how can you show up even more mindfully and intentionally in the relationship that you have with the soil, the animals that you might be stewarding, and the food that you're growing? I'm really excited to share this issue 13 with you, Nourish to Flourish, amplifying amazing farmers and gardeners. Nicole Masters shares one of her chapters from her book, For the Love of Soil. Dan Kittredge talks about how we can grow more nutrient-dense food and food that is full of micronutrients, and how high vibrational food isn't just good for you physically, it actually elevates your vibration and is a way to deepening into awakening and rising in consciousness. In the Coach's Corner, Nicolette talks about the importance of micronutrients in our food. We take a tour of Joanne Alfonsi's home garden in Hamilton, Ontario, where my son has been billeting for football. Sarah shares a delicious watermelon recipe with us, and she talks about morning habits of high performers. Our farm feature is talking about growing all year long when you live in the Northern Hemisphere or where it's really, really cold. Nourish to Flourish is a fantastic issue with amazing contributors. Thank you so much for being part of our Heart and Soul community. If you haven't subscribed to the magazine membership yet, hop on over to heartandsoulmagazine.com, where you can get yourself a membership subscription and help support our independent journalism and amplifying organic, biodynamic, permaculture, and eco-friendly, biologically friendly, regenerative farming and gardening practices for your health and for the health of the planet. You make yourself an amazing day. I deeply appreciate you being in this community with us. Big love. I'm Natalie Force-Bauer, publisher and editor-in-chief of Heart and Soul magazine.